This is really dope. We share a similar path to our relationship with Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I usually don't share the dates that we do pods, but this is significant. So today is the 16th of January,
Mm-hmm.
right? And January 14th of 1996 is when I gave my life to Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
So that's 27 years ago now. And in a very similar fashion, I was not in worship. I was sitting at the back of the church, my parents' church, and they pastored the church for 15 years and never got over 100 people. So this is not mega church.
Yeah.
Everything polished, whatever. I'm in the back of a banquet room at a bowling alley. That's where they had their services.
Wow.
And so I'm sitting on the back row, and the Holy Spirit asked you, "What are you doing?" What he told me is, "You're a sinner."
Dang.
And it was not convicting.
Yeah.
It was like saying you have mustard on your shirt. It was like a matter-of-fact statement, like you have on blue jeans,
Yeah.
right? And but when he made the statement, it was the first time I realized I am disconnected
Yeah.
from the God that created me. I was never aware of that. I've heard all these sermons or whatever.
Right.
So with no preaching, no altar call, I stood up and gave my life to Jesus in the middle of the service.
Come on.
And so there's just something that happens to a person. Obviously, I have personally seen thousands of people give their life to Jesus through preaching. And I don't want to say but, and I do believe there's something that happens to a person when the Holy Spirit comes directly to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you can take it back.
Literally.
Like what happened for you at 13 happened to me at 20. My life has never been the same. And I could never go back.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it happened to me, there is absolutely zero way I could ever go back to the life I had, because it was so intimate and it was so personal.
It's so real. It's the realest thing that you could ever experience. Like, even if you were to never hear from God again in that way or experiencing him again in that way, that is the realest experience.
If I was homeless for the rest of my life, you couldn't get me to take back
Mm-hmm.
the fact that Jesus is real and that God raised him from the dead. Like, once you get that revelation, you cannot ignore. So that it's just such a dope. I wish that would have happened to me at 13. Oh. My biggest regret in life is not giving my life to Jesus sooner.
Facts.
It's my biggest regret in life. I wish I'd have done it at 15. Wish I would have done it at 13. Holy cow. Not that your life was perfect after 13 or you didn't make mistakes. It's just that when that anchor drops.
It was the right season at the right time, too. Going into high school? Are you kidding me?
Without a dad?
Yeah. Yeah.
We talk about an upgrade, Kirby.
Yes.
You go from your daddy to the daddy?
Yes.
I have always been your perfect What? Holy
That's
cow,
all I
that's
needed.
a movie. Okay. From 13 on, what we talking about? Where'd you go? Where do you go from there?
I mean, high school.
Yeah.
know.
I love the literalism. Because I'm a very detailed person, I would answer the question the same exact way. I am now in high school.
I'm going to math.
I'm going to math.
I am in Spanish 101 trying to speak in tongues. What is going on? No, but you know what's really cool? Maybe I was 13, maybe I was 14. I'm trying to think in my head. But when I gave my life to Jesus, a few weeks went by. Like, I came home. I'm like reading my Bible. I'm like trying to figure out what this says.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't know what a commentary is.
Yep.
Don't know what context is.
Yep, absolutely.
But we're in this.
We're in
right?
this.
And
Deep into the pool.
Literally.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to learn how to swim.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends was like, hey, Kirby, so I want to go to youth group tonight, but my mom won't let me go if I don't bring a friend. Like, do you want to come with me? And I was like, you literally asked the right person because I need to find a church.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I knew I needed to do that. I'm like, give my life to Jesus. I need to be in community. I need to be around other Christians.
Yep.
And she brought me to youth group, Gateway Church.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, this is amazing. Like,
awesome.
This is it. I walked in the building. It was Frisco campus. They have all the music and the lights. And I'm not saying that's what makes a church great. But like for me, going from summer camp to this, I was like, this is amazing. Yeah. Like, this is what it's like. Like, it's a party. Like, we are celebrating who Jesus is.
Yeah.
And just hearing the preaching, like, I remember like bringing my notebook, taking notes all the time, like writing it down, going back, reading the word, going up to the pastor, asking all the questions. Like, I was so hungry to know more. And I'm so thankful for that, because even going into high school, I was talking about this on a podcast that I just recorded with my friend. Like, I just get into high school, 14 years old, first week of high school. Kirby, do you want to come to like a party with us? There's going to be like all these boys there. I'm like, oh, actually I'm like hanging out with like my church friends. Like, do you want to come? Never got invited to another party. They knew. I mean, like, I brought my Bible to school. Like, I was like, let me tell you guys something better than this.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Let me tell you about the boy. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool because like just going into high school, like I said, life was not perfect. Yeah. I was still making mistakes. I still make mistakes to this day. Like, me too. When will I learn? Me at Israel. When will you learn? Yeah. We're the same. Yep. And at the same time, though, like, I was so unapologetic about my faith. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn and to come across as the perfect Christian, because I was not. But I'm just thankful. Like, whenever I had the chance to talk about Jesus, like in the classroom, in cheerleading and theater and whatever, like, I made a point to talk about Jesus.
That's dope.
And I started a Bible study at my school. It wasn't like super successful or anything, but it's like I had the heart to do that. I wanted people to know about Jesus.
So let me pause right there.
Yeah.
So starting a Bible study at your school is successful.
Well, thank you.
It's not like 80,000 people started coming. I had the whole student body there. That's not what makes anything successful.
Yeah.
Obedience is success.
Facts.
So the fact that you started it is just cheers.
Thank you.
That's dope.